How long were you in the apartment before it started flooding?
Oh, probably about a month.
A month?
Yeah, if that.
Okay, you're also suing the defendants for late fees. Late fees of what?
The rent that they had to pay. They paid late in July. I did not charge them for being late.
Wait. Weren't they supposed to get assistance?
Yes,
They were
supposed
supposed to. They got denied. Something
All right,
is wrong
denied.
with their story. They were denied.
But wait a minute. They weren't working. You knew that some of the money was coming from a government program.
The housing said they were approved.
Ms. Britton, what were your lawyer's fees for?
I had to pay eviction fees, and I had to pay small claims fees. I had to pay service. I had to pay sheriff to
Judge
get them out.
Tewalda.
Okay, Mr. Friend.
Yep.
I know you said that before you left the house to pick up Miss Zolch, that the bathroom was dry.
Yeah, everything was dry.
Ms. Bryn, you say that when you went into the apartment, there was water all over the place. Is that right?
Everywhere, even in the hallway,
Could both be true at the same time? Could water have risen from the toilet, the bathtub, when you left?
Only way I could see that happening is if water was turned on.
And no one was in the home?
Nobody was in the home. Like I said, I took all the kids. I'm not going to leave 2-year-olds and babies, you know what I mean? I took them with me.
Yeah. Ms. Bryn, the items that you have there, you took from the defendant's home?
Yeah.
Yes, this is all their stuff.
When did you take these items?
On the 6th of October. The sheriff did the lockout on the 6th. They left at 5:30. And after they left, I cleaned most of the day that evening and the whole day the next day. The damages are not just the flood. Bear in mind that if you look at all the other pictures, you will see the food left right in the dishes, right all over the counter. The place was a Twilight Zone episode. Can you imagine the stench that I lived through? And this is food stamp. This is your tax dollar that keep increasing. These people don't care. They just waste. Stella will do the dishes. Stella will discard the food.
You said these people, you mean these two defendants.
Yeah,
is that what you mean?
Those and others.
Be careful to make generalizations like that, okay?
All the walls, all the floors were scribbled. If your children are scribbling the floor, you would reroute the children to a paper and a coloring book. You would tell them, don't scribble the appliances, the furniture, the floor, the walls. You would take a rag, some cleaning product, and you would start cleaning something. Look at all the pictures.
I know you wanted to talk about the scribbling on the walls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The scribbling on the walls, yes.
Yes.
I have 5 of them. I can't always keep an eye on who, you know what I mean? And then the kids are in school. They're doing homework. They're leaving their stuff
But you can
down.
agree that this is damaging the walls,
No, yeah,
right?
I could agree with that, you know? And then, like I said, but that wasn't like something like, oh, yeah, just go ahead and just...
I'm a little confused about the late fees. So they only occupied this apartment for
They were there
a
July,
month.
August, September, and October.
So how many months did you say they
3
were
months
living?
is what I charged them for. $210 a month late fees, 10%.
All right, I'm done.
I have one final question. You had a $600 security deposit, correct?
No, technically, it ended up going for their rent. They never...
Okay, so you applied that to back rent.
To rent. There was, excuse me, application fee, $100
I think we've heard enough.
Hey,
we have heard
I
enough.
didn't ask you about an application fee. We're done.
The parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter.
This courtroom is now in recess.
Okay, well, the defendant admitted to the drawing on the walls that the kids did.
Yes.
There's no way to not hold them responsible for that. And the plaintiff brought in what was snaked out of the drain, and it was baby wipes. I find it difficult to believe that a professional plumber would write on an invoice that they snaked the drain and it was because of baby wipes that this clog was done if it wasn't the case. It's also just consistent with common sense, right? I have children who are no longer in diapers. We still often use baby wipes because they are wet wipes in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Can I swear that my children have not flushed one down the toilet? Absolutely not, which isn't supposed to happen, and I believe caused the clog. I think that's what makes the most common sense to me.
Despite their denials, there's a reasonable inference to draw that they were responsible.
So I would, in fact, give her the damages on the property. I would not give her the late fees. I think they are excessive, unproven. I wouldn't. I don't really,
You just wouldn't?
I wouldn't. And the $75 for court costs and court fees are not recoverable. So I would not give her the legal fees. So I would, based on the receipts, give her compensation for the damages to the home.
Which is?
So that's about $1,585.
$1,585, and I would leave it at that.
I agree with you.
I absolutely agree. I
So
mean,
we
there was
have-
photographs of the damages. She provided receipts.
Right.
So that's an easy
It's
given.
unanimous.
Have a verdict, it's unanimous.